yeah.
So
But I still would have tried to pass it on to Joseph.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Would not have taken it.
Yeah, no, of course he wouldn't.
Welcome to the 35th.
Yeah.
35th hour of Adventurers Wanted. Hello on Twitch. Just a few things before we start. This performance is like called for PCs, it's a relaxed performance that just means we've got a relaxed attitude towards like anyone in the audience who like when we sound and movement also. Lights are going to stay on, there might be some background music, but there will be really loud bangs or anything. If you need to leave at any moment, then you can pop through the door, there's like table and chairs and stuff out there. Give me a shout if you need anything at all, and I will lend a hand and I'll pass you over to Alex.
Hello everybody. Hello stream. Welcome. I am Alex and I am the Games Master for today. A quick rundown in case anyone doesn't know what this is. This is a tabletop role-playing game. What that means is the four people sat beside me are playing individual characters that they have created themselves. They will be interacting with a magical fantasy world. And I will be playing that world. I will play the characters, the creatures, the monsters, the environment, and all of the things. They will tell me how they want to interact with the things around them. And based on what they're trying to achieve, I will ask them to roll dice and do some basic maths. The success or failure of those dice rolls will determine whether they succeed majestically or fail dismally. Both are great options, and both push the story forward. Speaking of the story so far. All of our characters are on board a ship known as the Spirit of the Horizon. It is a military scientific vessel sent to investigate and discover. In hope of gaining a magical weapon to use in the war at home, they discovered a large tablet filled with a overpowered arcane energy on an island that had risen out of the water. As they discovered the tablet, they also awakened an ancient evil god who laid waste to everything around him. And in their desperation to escape, the ship's captain cast the spell at the cost of her own life. The ship finds themselves in a strange land surrounded by strange people, strangers themselves. They've been here now for around 10 days and have had a number of adventures. Most recently, they have been tasked with the discovery of an ancient pirate haven known as Libertalia. In their attempts to get there, they have travelled through a pass which crashed together, almost destroying the ship. But through some quick thinking and some dexterous work, they managed to escape mostly unharmed. They sailed into the area of this large caldera, in the middle of which stands an island temple to Horatia, the god of piracy. Investigating inside the temple, they find a large well with a map at the bottom of it. And most recently, one of the characters has dropped down into the room below. That's where we're going to start up the adventure. Before we do so, I'm just going to quickly ask around the table our players to introduce themselves, the name of their character, what their character does, and one thing about that character which means that they would be known to the other members on board the ship. I'm going to start with you.
Okay, hi, I'm Jenny. I'm playing Mira, short for Miracle. I'm a half-elf sorcerer. I'd probably be known around the ship because I'm kind of a bit sick all the time. That's kind of a real world and game thing. So currently on the ship searching for a cure for my terminal illness. You'll meet my half-brother down the table a little further.
Wow.
I'm all-known Bloodgrip. I'm the ship's surgeon, healer, chaplain, and general all-round ray of light and sunshine.
I'm Robbie. I'm playing a character called Mist, short for Mistake.
Ooh, that cuts deep.
Half-orc warlock. I'm probably known around the ship kind of as your opposite. I'm very much a doomsayer and talking about how the end is nigh.
I am Captain Goland Height, who is obviously the captain of the Spirit of the Horizon, taking over after the passing of the previous captain. Still working out what the captaincy means. He was always used to being feared and being respected, and now he's trying to navigate the very difficult task of being liked.
So, where we left off, Golan, you were on this island with a party of 3 others.
A specifically chosen landing party.
You are stood at the top of the well, and as you are stood there, you spot the telltale signs of what is now becoming a regular occurrence.
Oh no.
Around the 2 people stood beside you, there is this shimmering, flickering golden haze. The air becomes charged with a kind of static electric particle, and suddenly they have disappeared, and in their places you find Ulmorn and
right.
Mist.
Oh, you.
Below, at the base of the well, where previously your friend Jeremy had been investigating, you see Mira.
Mira, was it?
Yes. Why am I down here?
What were you doing immediately before you were, while you were on the ship before this happened?
Probably sneezing fire somewhere.
Sneezing fire. Wonderful. So Mira appears with the mystical kind of arcane glow, but also a kind of sulphurous puff. Mist, what were you doing?
I was probably overhearing the sneezing fire and just having a nice wee chat about, look, the end comes for us all. Maybe things aren't going so well this trip. Maybe we should just give up on this whole finding a cure thing.
So you're started to say in that conversation, whilst you're having that sentence, you find suddenly that instead of being beside your half-sister, you suddenly are stood beside Ulmorn.
The conversation continues. The end comes for us all.
You and I have had a long talk about this, and I have told you to keep it off the ship.
Unless the ship has changed, we are not on the ship.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, you're right, Captain.
Hello, Ulmorn.
Has it happened again?
Yes, it has.
Well, come to get used to it.
I
Right.
know.
What are we in the middle of? What can I help with?
Well, oh God, it's a shame to lose Jeremy. Luckily, I got my latte.
The coffee
before he
boy.
left. Yeah.
It's a shame to lose the coffee boy and gain your heel. Fine,
Listen,
fine. Right.
listen. I said this to Jurgen, and I'll say this to you. You'll never know who's most valuable. Our best fighter has been the cleaner.
No, it hasn't.
How dare you disrespect Twinkle Toes in front of me?
I'm not disrespecting Twinkle Toes. I'm saying he's hit a few people. That's very useful. You've done more damage than all of us put together.
Well, yes, but I don't like to brag.
While this argument continues above Mira, you find yourself stood in a large circular room. It's probably about 50 foot wide, and above you is this 20-foot aperture through which there is this thin beam of light. Roll me a perception check.
That is a natural 1, so an excellent start. to the
Great
game.
start to the game.
Great start to the game.
The difference in light between the beam of light and the darkness of the room that you are in makes it difficult for you to make out too much more, other than you spot closest to you is a doorway, a door arch in which there is a wooden door. And as your eyes become accustomed to the gloom, you become aware that there are 3 other doors in this room, one directly opposite from the one you are near, and 2 on either side flanking it. As you look down at the map on the floor, you see that the map itself has the cardinal compass points on it, and each of these doors is in front of one of those compass points. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. 6. Really, really good start.
On the wall either side of the door that you are closest to, you see what appears to be a cog with a handle on it.
Great. I'm gonna go touch the cog.
Hang on. What's happening down there?
Well, Jeremy went down into the map room, and then he said that there were doors, but like doors relating to north, south, east, and
Well,
west.
who's now down there? Hello?
Mira's down there. Mira's down there.
Mira's down there. Do you need assistance, love?
Oh, I'm gonna open the door.
Right, I'm getting down there. Are there any rope or anything?
Did you bring any rope with you?
I've got a 50-foot rope with me at all times.
Then you have
It's
50
my
feet of
adventurous
rope.
kit. Right, Captain, you hold this, and I rappel down.
Actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea to give it to me.
I'm not giving it to that one. He'd let go, saying, "Oh no, death's coming to us all."
17 strength and a +6 saving throw. Yeah, I'll hold it to
yeah,
the
yeah.
rope.
Roll an investigation check as well.
Me?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
There are other things in this room that you could attach this rope to. You wouldn't have to stand and hold it.
Like
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep a close eye on it as I like back away to one of the places I can attach it to.
You're going to bait and switch them. You're going to make them think that you're carrying them down, and then you're going to peer down the rope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
You've got to keep the crew guessing.
Cool. So the rope is there. Are you ready to climb down?
Yeah.
Cool. You do so. Roll me an acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics,
Yeah.
not athletics.
No.
Acrobatics. Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Yeah, you make your way down, no problem.
Lovely.
It's only 30 foot.
Yeah.
You'd have been. Yeah, you were fine.
Yeah.
Mist, do you also follow down the rope?
I'll probably turn to the captain and be like, Captain, do you want me up here? Or do you want me down there? I have many interesting things to say about the oncoming storm.
How about you go down? Okay, how about that?
Acrobatics check?
Yes, please.
I'm so worried about Chauncey.
That is 12 of 8.
Yeah, you make your way down, no problem. It's you've climbed up and down a rope before, so.
Have I tied off the rope now?
Roll a performance check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're tying a knot.
15.
Yeah, tied off, no problem.
Cool.
Wrapped around the leg of one of the pirate
I'm gonna
statues.
sort of like wait until all 3 of them are down there, and then I'm gonna get like, sort of like, until I'm about like 10 feet up or 10 feet above, and then try and do the superhero landing again to surprise them.
Roll an athletics check.
Yes, of course it's athletics.
This one's athletics.
That is a 15.
Yeah, you land 3 point. Smoke, not smoke.
Hopefully out
Dust.
of nowhere for everyone else.
Yeah, your captain appears beside you. Whilst these guys were climbing and jumping and doing various things down the rope, you've gone over to one of the gears. And as you move around the room, and your eyes now very accustomed to what's in there, you see that in between each one of the doors there is one of these sort of cogs with a handle. And you go over and you touch the one nearest to you. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm gonna try and like open it. I assume it's a cog with a handle, so it's gonna like turn to like open the door.
You turn it.
Yeah.
How much do you turn it?
As far as it'll go.
So as you turn the handle with the cog, you see that instead of what you think was going to happen, instead, one mirror, which previously you hadn't noticed, above the cog itself, starts to move and angle. At the same time, the map on the floor behind you starts to turn clockwise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
How far do you turn the handle?
I'm still turning it. If
We
they're all
are
standing on
rotating.
it, especially, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. 5. I'm gonna take out some different dice.
I was about to say, do you need a new D20? That is dice jail.
Yeah.
I'm very adamant.
Technically,
Let's just
dice
check
don't
it.
work like that. They're all random.
To offend the dice gods.
Oh, okay.
This is why I have so many bags.
I'll use these ones. These look better.
Can I cast Detect Magic to have a look around this room and see if there's anything untoward happening?
You can do, yes.
Lovely. I do.
You are not aware of any specific magic.
Oh, it's all gears and levers.
It's all very much mechanical.
Right. All right. Well, it lasts 10 minutes. I've got on.
Have you stopped turning it?
If they're all moving on the room, like on the floor, then
So
I'm
the
definitely still
map,
turning it.
the map in the centre of the floor is still turning,
Yes.
and the three who have landed there
Yeah,
are
definitely still turning it
basically
then.
like a very slow merry-go-round.
Great.
Mira,
Yes.
I am not amused.
Really?
Yes.
You sure?
Stop.
Roll
Do please stop those.
roll a perception check. Everyone who's just landed on the map, roll a perception check.
Ooh,
25.
bad hour this hour. That's a 9.
25.
12.
As you look around, certainly Ulmorn, you see that there, previously unnoticed on the very edge of this map, is a small arrow.
Oh.
And on a smaller ring that isn't moving, you see a series of numbers in ascending order going around the circle clockwise.
Is it our numbering system?
Yes, it's in a normal numerics.
Okay.
And as you watch it go past, you see it go past 79, 80, 81, 82, 83.
What's the highest number on the circle?
100 or 99 and then 0.
I see. Right, Mira, stop doing that for a second. There's numbers around the edge. There's something going on here.
Okay.
You stop turning it.
Still holding it.
And it comes to rest on the number 42. I rolled that. I promise you I rolled that.
You rolled a
comes to rest-
D100 for that?
I did. It comes to rest on the number 42.
Right.
You take 1 point of psychic damage.
All of us?
Just the person who turned the handle.
Oh. What effect does that take? What does it look like?
Inside your brain, you feel like a bang, as if you'd heard a really loud noise, but it bypassed your ears and just went straight into your skull.
Ow.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. 17. New dice are working. See that? It's just great.
You're in the kind of echo of the bang inside your brain. You hear a sly laugh, and effectively you get the impression of wrong number.
Ooh, I think I need to turn it again, guys. No, but seriously, I do.
Why do you think you need to turn it again?
Do we?
Because that really hurt. I think we landed on the wrong number.
There's
So it
100
really hurts?
numbers.
Yeah, no, it kind of hurt.
Okay.
Hang on.
I should understand this because I swore an oath to the pirate god.
You did.
Was there a specific number involved?
There
in
was
any
not a
of
specific
that
number involved, I'm
stuff?
afraid.
Look, if turning this contraption, if you get the wrong number and did it hurt you?
Yeah.
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 If the wrong number's going to hurt you, then on some level we shouldn't be turning it till we know what numbers it's supposed to go to.
Well, listen, as I said, I swore a pirate oath. And you've seen the statues, well no, you haven't seen the statues outside, but there are statues outside which I assume are famous pirate captains, maybe previous members.
How many statues?
What?
How many statues?
Oh, quite a few.
About 12, yeah.
About 12 statues.
Should we try 12?
Well, I was going to suggest 8 for pieces of 8, but that's the only pirate knowledge I have. So.
Hang on. Slow down. There are rooms going out of this one.
Are there rooms going?
There
There
are
are doors,
doors.
right?
There are 4 doorways, each at the cardinal points of the compass.
Oh, well, there
I
might
mean-
be clues in those doors.
Aye, that.
I'm going to
basic
peek
logic.
through the north door.
Cool. So you're stood at the moment. You're stood sort of closest to the east door, or rather, sorry. What's her name?
Mira.
Mira is stood closest to the east door. You wander over to the north door. What do you do?
Just like literally, just like.
It's not locked. The door opens.
Oh, I can sense this is where
In front of you, you see a small chamber, maybe 30 foot. And in the centre of it hangs a small cage. Roll a perception check.
That is a 14.
Inside of it is a small, kind of humanoid creature. And it makes eye contact with you.
Yeah.
And it lets out this silly, cackly giggle. And it's like, ah! What happened to your fur, buddy?
I don't have fur. I'm not from round here.
Who are you talking to? Can I come over to the door?
You can.
Because I've opened it a crack, and then this guy just boom. Yeah.
I've got detect magic on. What do I see?
You see, roll. You see inside this small cage, which is locked, a tiny creature with tiny little wings and a really snarly little face. Roll a nature check.
Nature check.
No, roll a religion check.
Religion check. That is an 16.
You've not seen these creatures, but you've heard stories of them. You think that this might be a denizen of the hells.
Right, demon. Everyone stand back. I got
No,
this.
wait.
I've got this.
Wait.
I have this.
Mira, missed. It seems like there are going to be clues or riddles throughout all of these doors. How about Olmorn?
I'm not gonna have a chat with a bloody demon. That
Yes,
demon
I know
has
that.
to go.
Olmorn, how about you go to the south door, you go to the west door, and you go to the east door?
The creature overhears you say that you're not going to talk to a demon, and he's like, "Who are you calling a demon, shorty?"
Shorty, look
No,
how tiny
Olmorn.
you are.
Olmorn.
You and me.
Olmorn.
Right, we're gonna go outside.
Olmorn, go to the south door.
Don't talk to that one. They get in your mind. They do tricks to you. You need to make sure you do not listen to a word that one says.
This is anti-demon propaganda.
I'm a good guy.
He's definitely not a good guy.
You sound like you're about to sell me a used ship.
Hey, they're the best kind of ships.
Captain, in all seriousness, do not talk to that one.
Well, as soon as you investigate the south door, you can come back over and report, and we'll deal with this together.
Aye.
As he watches
East,
you walk
west.
away to the other door, he goes, "Yeah, you walk away, fat butt."
I cast a sacred flame on the imp.
No!
No, not even looking. Just burn it a little bit, just so it knows.
It takes the damage, and it goes, "That tickles. I see you, shorty."
I walk off, not happy about this at all.
Yeah, I'll go to the east door. I'm standing by it already.
Cool. West.
East door. You open the door. In front of you, you see another room, around about the same size as the one that your captain has just gone into, about 30 foot. Inside of it is a large mahogany table with 2 chairs. On the table are 2 cheap metal cups, and between them sits a jug. One of the chairs is empty. The other chair contains a blue, spectral-like figure.
Hi.
Nothing.
So there's a table in here, and a weird blue ghost thing.
Right. How about you, Mist?
I open the west door.
The west door. You open the door. What are you wearing?
It's a personal question.
How rude.
I think just kind of loose robes.
Do you have any armor?
Not on me, because I can make it.
The door opens, and beyond is a third room of the same size. Inside this room, you see in the center a raised dais, around about 7-8 foot long. You're at the foot of it, and it goes forwards. Roll a perception check.
6.
Yes.
It looks. you've been inside crypts and inside religious buildings before. This looks like the kind of thing that you would lay a body to rest before it was buried on. There is no body on it, but you see around on the floor scattered bones.
Cool. I shout out to everyone. It's an empty crypt, but there's bones.
Oh dear. How about you, old man?
What's it?
You open the south door, and in front of you, you see a same-sized room. In front of you, arrayed in a line, you see 4 statues of identical to the ones above, of pirates.
Right.
In front, they stand there with their arms outstretched, clasped in a begging motion.
Right.
In front of them sits a plain, banded wooden chest, lid open. Roll me a perception check.
So 16.
You see that there are two of the hands of the statues contain bags. You recognise them to be the kind of bags that you would carry gold.
Sure.
And you see a third one is sat inside the chest.
Statues and gold coins, some kind of logic puzzle, I'm guessing. I've got to take magic on. Is there anything I notice in the room from that perspective?
There is a faint magical aura to the
Nothing
room,
specific.
but nothing in the room is specifically magic.
That's fine.
I would like to roll an intelligence check because Chaz knows kind of what's going on, but Golan doesn't.
Roll an intelligence check.
Yeah. I just
To
need to know how to
to
play this
see
going
if
forwards.
you whether Golan knows the inside of Leo's mind.
Yeah. That is a 12.
He can tell that these are definitely puzzles.
Yeah.
And that. Roll me. You're stood by the doorway still, yeah?
No.
Roll me a retroactive investigation check.
Oh no, that's a 5.
There are 4 puzzles.
There are 4 puzzles.
You've seen. There are 4 puzzles. There are 4 handles.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
Each puzzle. I'm going to turn to this imp because this seems like the simplest one to deal with.
Captain, don't talk to him.
Well, we need an answer somehow.
You think he's going to give it to you?
It'll be a riddle or a lie, surely.
Hey, Squishy.
What?
Hey, Squishy. I call you Squishy because you're squishy.
Oh, really? Me?
Yeah.
I'm squishy.
Yeah. Look at you. Don't even have any fur or any scales. Phew. You're barely a beast at all.
I suppose you're here to tell me something beyond casual insults.
Hey. I'll do me. You do you.
What is your name then?
My name? Phew. I don't know whether I should tell my name to someone like you. My name is Yak.
Yak. Wow. Pleasure to meet you, Yak.
The pleasure's all yours.
Ah, nice. Now, I don't suppose you have any answers for the numbers we need.
Hey, I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not telling you nothing.
I'll walk back over. Can I cast a spiritual weapon to appear inside the cage?
How big is your spiritual weapon?
As big as I want it to be.
Sure.
Oof.
Still does the same damage. Inside the cage, glowing golden needles start just floating in midair. Just floating there.
As your spiritual weapon appears in the cage, there is a sulphurous, and Yek is no longer in the cage.
Ah.
He is also no longer in the room.
Ah,
Oh, old man, you scared him off.
he wasn't going to give us anything anyway.
He was going to give us anything.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't want to tell us his name, and then he told us his name. I think there was some sort of enchantment to tell the truth if you asked the right thing and the thing and the stuff.
Ah. You still here, Yak?
Where's your weapon?
In the cage.
No sound.
I get rid of the weapon.
He appears back inside the cage.
I walk over, and I'd like to try and cast Friends on Yek.
Tell me what that does.
For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you use magic to influence its mood. So we have a minute. And becomes
I
hostile
shouldn't be making charisma checks. Look.
and becomes hostile towards you. A creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in another way at the DM's discretion.
Okay. You don't need to roll anything. Does he need to roll anything?
I think
Nope.
he gets. Do you not get a save?
No.
Oh.
Cool.
Hi, buddy.
Yek reappears as you walk up to him, and he's a little dazed and discombobulated, and he looks at you, and you can tell that he wants to say something scathing, something really horrifically mean. And he kind of twitches and holds his tongue, and he's like, "Hey, friend,
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
it's... I'm going great.
Cool. Have you got
Thank
have
you.
Have you got any numbers to tell us by any chance? You know, just for a good old pal, good friend, from good old times. Remember that time back then when we did that thing? You remember, right? Wasn't that great?
Critical success.
Oh.
There are things I know, but you must give me my liberty.
That sounds like a wise idea.
You want to let an imp out of a cage?
You want freedom?
There's
in
4 of us
exchange
and I
for
have
the
a mole.
answer.
I'm not worried about us. Demons in the world is not a good
He's not a demon.
thing.
Give me my liberty, and I will help you. I promise.
Any other way?
Insight.
Roll insight.
That's also a critical success.
He is being honest.
I think we should let him out.
Well, look, I'm not a fan of any kind of dealings of this kind, so I will stay out of the
I
way.
have
but-
never been sure that this is the right thing to do.
Absolutely, Captain. I trust you completely, but I shouldn't be taking part in
Right.
this.
So the cage is dangling from a chain, I imagine?
Cage is dangling from a chain. As you look around the room, you spot in the corner of the room there is a key hanging from the wall.
Perfect.
Captain, he might not be so friendly when the spell is over.
Yes, of course.
I'm ready. My
We still have a
weapons.
minute, don't we? Or well, probably more 30 seconds considering the
Yes.
conversation. I'll just quickly unlock this. Everyone stay at the ready in case we need to grind this thing into paste.
You unlock the cage.
It's a classic Leo West trap.
The cage door swings open.
The Tesseract all over again.
Cage door swings open. Yek, seeing the door open, grabs the bars, slams it shut. You take 4 psychic damage. And he says, Not like that, squishy human. Give me my liberty.
Is there anything else in the room? No.
How does one give someone liberty?
I'm still your friend.
For now.
Liberty must be gained by the individual.
So I can't give it to you then?
I'm going to take the key and just plop it through the bars of the cage.
Yes.
He sees the key land on the floor of his cage. He snatches it up. He reaches round. He unlocks the door of the cage. And he comes out into the room. I guess thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
Do you have a number for us yet?
The number you need is 23.
Thank you, Yak. And I don't suppose you know
But it's not going to be any use to you.
Oh, well, why's that?
Well, doesn't look like any of you know how to use it.
That's true. Did you know anything about the other rooms?
No, this is the only room I know. Well, this and the one out there, but I've never seen behind the other doors.
Fair enough, Yak.
Do you want to see behind the other doors?
Sure.
Are you still her friend?
Yeah.
Oh God! Wait,
I'm slightly concerned what happens when he stops being your friend, love.
I don't want to go into the spectral room because I think that's a Princess Bride poison challenge. So.
Inconceivable!
I think it's more a Harry Potter guess which potion Philosopher's Stone puzzle.
Oh.
Why are we trying to guess at random puzzles when we could just go and investigate the puzzle?
Let's go and investigate
Also,
your one.
what are you
the
talking
south
about?
room.
Weird books and things that we don't know about.
Let's go and investigate your one, the bag puzzle.
Right.
Yes.
What was the number again?
23 was the number we were given.
I wrote down.
Can I use the handle next to the northern door to make...
So there's a handle, as you go out the northern door, there's a handle to the left and to the right. They are basically halfway between the two cardinal points.
Oh, so it's a series of numbers.
Roll an insight check.
Well, that's an 18 on the dice, and plus 4, 22.
So you get the idea that the rings on the floor that you've seen move, they moved in a clockwise direction, from north all the way around.
Right.
Your instinct tells you that if you were to pick one of these two from the north, you should head in a clockwise direction from the door.
Ah, so if I use this handle, moving clockwise from north, to turn the circle to 23, that's then the first bit unlocked. Then we go to the next one and so on. So we should go around in a...
Oh, it's like a
clockwise formation.
safe.
Aye.
Right. Okay.
So I use the handle to get it to 23.
So you go up to the mechanical thing on the wall and
Right.
you turn it, and as it turns, you watch the mirror above it move. There's no light shining on it, so at the moment it just moves without any kind of
Oh, I cast
gain.
light.
As you cast light, the light just bounces off in
Oh,
various directions as the
Right,
mirror
never mind.
turns.
Fair enough.
And you notice now that, so the map moved the first time you moved it and pointed at numbers. On the outside of that number ring, there is another ring with an arrow which points back in at it.
Right.
And that ring starts to move round. It goes past 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Stop it.
It stops on 23 and nothing happens.
Well, I didn't get a pain in my head like you did, so I think we're on the right track.
That's good. Right. Should we investigate these bags then?
No,
have to
let's go clockwise. Like the whole setup
Oh,
is clockwise.
the whole setup is
so-
clockwise. So I guess we're heading. We were in the north room. I guess
East.
we're going to the east room.
Spectre. Hooray.
Oh no.
You make your way into this room,
Mhm.
and as before, you see sat at the table. So the table is not parallel, the opposite of parallel.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular to the doorway. So as you walk in, you see on the right hand side is this blue spectral figure. His head is down, he's clutching his empty mug, and at the other end of the table is another empty mug, and in between the two is this jug.
Can I say hello to him? Hello?
Tried that already, pal.
Nothing
Yeah.
happens.
I think I know how this is going to work. I'm going to need you on hand with your healing abilities.
What?
I'm going to need you on hand with your healing abilities if this goes south the way I think it might do.
Hang on, if you could explain in more detail, Captain, I am also very able at preventative.
This might be
magic.
some sort of drinking contest, or it might be pick the thing that's not poisoned.
I do have the ability to help you with saving throws against death effects or against wisdom effects, so there are things we could do if we had more information.
Also, I'm feeling particularly strong today, so
Right.
if I took any sort of hit, I might be able to shake it off. We'll see.
Okay.
Also, I am the captain. These pirates seem to respect captaincy. There might
Right.
be a thing going on there. And I sit in the chair.
You sit in the chair.
I stand behind the
And
table.
his thing is empty, right?
His thing is empty.
I would like to pour it into his one first.
As you do so, his head rises up and he just gazes across the table into your eyes.
I guess I pour some into mine. And then I raise it up as if like, cheers, yes?
The spectral figure, against all sense of reason, manages to lift the cup. Aye. Cheers.
Cheers. And then we clink.
Clink.
And
He drinks his drink.
I drink
You
mine.
drink your drink. Tastes like rum.
Ah, yes! Oh, very
He
good.
places it down and he adopts that kind of smug, leaning position, and he says, "Welcome, brother. I have a riddle for you.
Ah, yes, of course. I thought there might be one.
If Captain Almy and Captain Barrow give birth to Captain Cutter, and Captain Dunk and Captain Edo give birth to Captain Fowler, and Captain Barrow and Captain Dunk gave birth to Captain Gadman, well, who is Captain Edo's brother?"
Could you repeat that? Could you repeat that for me?
Well, sure. If Captain Almy and Captain Barrow gave birth to Captain Cutter, and if Captain Dunk and Captain Edu gave birth to Captain Fowler, and Captain Barrow and Captain Dunk gave birth to Captain Gadman, well then who is Captain Edu's brother?
Okay. Okay, so this is A plus B equals C, D plus E equals F, B plus D equals G.
Roll an insight check. Thank you.
That is, oh, that's actually not bad. That is 15.
You hear him say all these words, and it sounds like it might be a logic puzzle, but the more you listen to it, the more you think, these names are meaningless. There's a simple answer to this.
There is.
Can I?
That perhaps you already know.
I want to make a rolling character because there's something that I've worked out that I want him to either know or not know.
Yep.
All right. Wisdom or intelligence?
What are you? Is it information that you've gleaned or information that you've learned?
I think I've
It's
got
the
it.
fact that
I think I've got it.
it was all nothing about the setup that they were talking about had any relationship to brothers. So the logic puzzle makes no sense. Therefore, it's nothing to do with their relations. There's nothing to do with any relations in it because the brother thing doesn't have any context.
Roll a wisdom. It's applied knowledge. Roll a wisdom.
Thank you.
No.
Oh, really? Because I worked out an answer.
I think I have one.
18.
18. Yeah, you whatever you're working out, you
Cool.
can communicate.
None of these pirate captains, there's no mention of their relations to each other familially, only their siblings. Ergo, there's no way we can know who is whose brother.
Okay.
No chance.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Might they all be each other's brothers?
Ah, yes,
Because
the god of brotherhood.
It's
Yes.
a brother, yeah.
What's the name of the brotherhood god?
Haratia.
Horatia. They are all brothers under Horatia.
His broad grin covers his face, and he says, "Truly, brother, you understand us." And he disappears, and the mug clanks onto the table. And on the base of the mug, you see the number 28.
It says 23 and 28.
Again, can I do the same thing because there's a knowledge thought? I want to make sure it's like in character knowledge thought.
Yep.
22, yeah. The first room was about liberty. The second room is about fraternity. I reckon these are all rooms where the answer to the riddle has something to do with piraticalness, with the
Yes.
sort of pirate's code. if
Yeah,
you
yes.
What
These
else
are
is in the
these are challenges dealt out by.
will, to make sure you're the right kind of pirate.
Sure, the right kind
it
of
all makes
pirate.
sense now. Good.
What else do we have left? We have like the money thing.
Booty.
So that's about booty. What was the last room? Oh, it's the bones.
Ah, the bones.
Because
Yes.
skull and crossbones, maybe something to do with that. So maybe
So
we should like
we'll have to take it one at a time.
Take it one at
Yeah.
a time.
Uh,
The next room is the south room, isn't it? The back
hang on,
puzzle.
I'll do the map in the same way, get into 28.
Cool, yeah, it clicks around. This time the map, because this is the east room, so you've already turned this one, it clicks around, the map turns itself, it points until it goes 25, 26, 27, 28. It clicks into place. The mirror has moved as well, and nothing happens. But
Well,
nothing
telling
happening
them
is
to be
good.
a good thing, sorry.
Yeah.
What? No. We had the whole thing wrong. Actually, it's a death trap. We're all going to die.
Right, south room.
You sound like him.
Out of character.
South room then.
South
Right.
room, the 4 statues with their hands out and the chest. 2 of the statues contain these bags filled with what appear from where you are to be gold pieces. They're slightly open at the top, which allows you to glimpse inside of them.
Do they all have the same amount, both of the bags in the hands?
Do me a quick investigation check.
Oh, that's good. That's a 16.
The 2 bags in their hands contain roughly about 25, roughly 25 gold pieces. If you were to take them off the statue and rifle through them and count them out, you would find that there was exactly 25 pieces in both.
Yeah. And in the bag that's in the chest?
It's identical. You can take all 3 bags out, have a quick look at them,
25.
and you can see that each of these bags contains 25 gold pieces. You have 75 gold pieces.
Whew.
As you're in the room, looking at the gold, roll me a perception check.
All of us?
You're looking at the gold, so
I'm
not
looking at
you.
the gold, yeah.
Everyone else can roll a perception check.
10.
10.
15.
Hey!
So Mira is looking around. She gets distracted from the gold, and she looks around, sort of re-examining the room. And as you turn around back towards the door, you see above the doorway, written in like a chalk, in common, which you speak, it says, "Divide the wealth so all is equal."
Can I go back and check the other rooms for similar chalk markings?
You can do.
Anything there? Were there hints on the wall the whole way through we didn't notice? 'Cause that
No.
would be a mighty shame.
Oh no, is this a Darren Brown thing?
No, both the other rooms contain no information whatsoever.
And it's written in common.
It's written in common.
We'll speak.
Roll a religion check.
Sure. 11 plus 4. 15.
You get the impression this might be like a kind of divinely mandated thing. Like whoever looks at it might read it in the language that they understand.
Oh, I see.
Divide them equally. Do I have any gold on me?
Do you have any
75
gold
don't
on you?
go- 75 don't go into 4.
But does it go into 8?
Yeah, but
No, it still
100
doesn't.
does. Is
No,
what
same
I'm saying.
Yeah.
100 does.
Oh, we add in our own.
Oh yeah, you have
Yes.
to give an offering.
Brotherhood, generosity, sharing.
That doesn't sound very piratey to me.
I mean-
To me, piratey sounds like...
Oh, I don't know. Like you haven't been to the Black Cove. They're all about that stuff there.
Really? Because I
Yeah.
think it seems more piratey to take away enough so we can split the rest 4 ways.
Or
There's
to
no
do it
reason
all
not to
at
try
once.
both.
No reason not to try
There's been
both.
no negative
But the
repercussions.
question is, do I have any gold on me?
I've
Did
got
you?
none on me.
Did you?
No.
Would you have brought any with you?
I don't
I'm
carry
not
gold.
sure I would, to be honest.
Then no.
They wouldn't give us a puzzle we couldn't solve.
Yeah.
I think we take away from 75 to a point where you can divide the rest by 4.
Certainly.
But I am not great at math.
No,
Someone else
I've
can
got
work
it.
that shit out.
Divide it equally. I take both bags from the statues and put them both in the chest.
Ah, yeah, you put it all into the sharing pot.
The bags land in the chest, and the chest lid slams shut. Roll a investigation check.
Oh, that's a long
Wow! Spin, 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 spin.
Wow.
Spin.
Wow, unbelievable.
And that is a 3.
I'm so glad we waited for that.
surely longest dice spin.
You're super like smug about the fact that you think you've got this right and the lid's closed. It takes you a little while, but then you do spot engraved into the banding of the chest. You see a number 50.
50.
Well, that's an interesting way of looking at generosity.
Well, that's how they operate in the Black Cove. It's what the Pirate Council said. They share all of their wealth together unless one violates the code.
It's pretty communist. I'm into it.
It's the only way the pirates can stay alive with the hunters after them.
And at that point, with 3 puzzles completed, we will end this hour.
Really wanted to get that third one. Really wanted to get that fourth one done.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Kat,
That was
Fun,
great.
That was really fun.
You absolutely bossed that puzzle, by the way.
We are here every single day for 10 hours each day, 10 to 3, 10 to 5, every day except 24th to 25th. So if you want to come back and watch or play like these guys, likewise if you guys want to come back again, you're more than welcome to watch and play. Please, if you can spread the word, yeah, everyone come and take part.
Yes. I am in a sketch comedy double act. We're called Dirty White Boys. Our show is called Stupid. It is on at Just Sonic at the Caves every day except the 14th at 9:20 at night. There you go. Thank you so much. Stage lighting.